Stand easy, markers. Join me by the fire. It is the season for reflection, so I thought it's probably an appropriate time to have a little bit of a look back at what's happened since I launched the channel 3 months and 7 days ago today. What's happened, what have I learned? So anyway, I wanted to give a little bit of an update on what's going on with the channel, what I think about it, what I've learned so far, what the plans are for the future, and just generally chat about it really. So first of all, the learning curve has been immense. I keep on saying this in the videos, and I know I've said it a lot, but it has been immense, but not overwhelming actually, because I had a good grounding in photography anyway with the qualifications and experience that I've got in that field anyway, and translating it over into video production hasn't been a massive stretch. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a minefield, but it hasn't been massively taxing. Time-wise, it's been enormously taxing. And I've mentioned that in the videos before as well, because it just takes an inordinate amount of time. Hats off to all those full-time YouTubers who edit videos into the wee small hours of the morning, because that's what you have to do to keep up with it. It's an intense process, but it hasn't been technically that challenging. The biggest challenge I think I've had with the whole production side of it has been audio. I've banged on about that endlessly in the videos to try and figure out how to record decent audio. And I'm still not 100% there yet, but I'm a lot better than I was when I first started. The first few videos, looking back at those, it's kind of like, yeah, that's not great audio at all. But we're getting there. In terms of the whole YouTube thing, it's easy to get sucked into counting views, counting subscribers, and all that old caper. And I'm trying really hard not to do that, because the truth of it is, I honestly don't really care at this point. I think there might come a point in the future where it matters more to me than it does now, but I'm really, I've done this for me. Fundamentally, I've done this for me. I wanted to do it. It's something I enjoy. I love the whole creativity and techie side of it. That's what gives me a kick at the minute. Do I have bigger aspirations in the future? Maybe. But I know that I'm in a demographic that doesn't tend to do particularly well in YouTube, and I'm by no means unique. There's a lot of people doing videos about motorcycle vlogging, and that's what I want to do, because that's my passion. Well, that's all I really want to do, is record what my passion is, so that I can look back on it in years to come and show my grandkids the videos that I made about the adventures that I had. That's the biggest thing. It's a memory generation sort of thing. But it is easy to get sucked into like, oh, how many subscribers have I got? Or how many views did that video get? It's like that kind of stuff can take over your world. It's like doom scrolling. It's not a good place to be. So I try and avoid that as much as I possibly can. I do read all the comments. I don't get that many, so it's easy, but I do read them all, and I will tick like or love, just so that I've read it, because it means something to me, and that's important. So I'm going to try and carry on doing that for as long as I possibly can. This video was originally going to be a short, and I've done a couple of takes. I've sat down in front of the camera, mainly just to figure out the framing, to be honest, in the vertical mode. It didn't really work, and I was running out of time. YouTube shorts are now 3 minutes long, and I reckon I've probably done more than that already. Just in this video, so I decided to switch it over and just make a little mini vid out of it and post it out there on the channel. So I've obviously got a lot more to say than I think I have, which is interesting. I'm lucky enough to have been invited and am a member of probably the most exclusive private motorcycle club in the whole of Staffordshire. and I get an enormous amount of support from those guys, and I'm very grateful to them for it. I've made some pretty decent friends through that association, and I'm very, very pleased about that. I've recently launched a podcast, the link you'll find on the channel. That's really exciting. That's something that's coming up in 2026. There's going to be some really cool stuff that comes out of that. Everybody's buzzing about it. We're going to do some interviews, we're going to talk to people, we're going to get their tales of their adventures. We'll lay them down in audio. Probably most of the time it's going to be audio only, which is what a podcast should be really. It's not video content. If we have a special guest that's got something particular that needs to be shown and it's visual, then we'll do that. But there's definitely going to be a regular podcast with some really interesting characters getting interviewed for, you know, probably up to about an hour, which is going to be fantastic. So look out for that in 2026. That's something I'm really, really excited about. That's going to be cool. Obviously, there'll be more motorcycling videos. I've dabbled with a bit of unboxing with the whole double take mirrors thing. There's a bit of an update to come on that because I've obviously messed around with the security issue with the bolts and whatnot, which hasn't turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I may review other gear, I don't know. That's a whole separate side of things that I find that quite hard. It's not an easy thing to do. A gear review is quite a pain in the arse actually. For the meantime, I want to just keep producing videos about what I get up to on a bike. I've had a massive year this year, motorcycling wise. I've been to Spain, I've been to Germany, I've been to the south of France, I've been to the Alps. I've had a really, really good year of motorcycling, which has made up for the last couple actually, because I've had a couple of years where I didn't really do much biking at all, just for other projects really, other things going on in life in general. So that's not been massive. So this year's been brilliant. And it's kind of what prompted me to think, yeah, I need to start filming this stuff and making videos about it, because it's really what I've always wanted to do. So hopefully that'll continue. Next year, I've got, at the very least, we've got the massive trip to Morocco in Feb, which I'm desperately trying to get prepared for. Haven't got any tyres yet. I just know that Christmas is just going to crash into us, and then all of a sudden it'll be January, and I think it's only like 6.5 weeks to go until we leave. So I need to get squared away for that trip, but that's going to be phenomenal. It really is going to be brilliant, and I'm hoping to film as much of it as possible. I'll make some cool videos out of it, but that's like way down into the middle of 2026 before I finish editing that lot. Speaking of editing, getting a video out a week has been an enormous challenge. As I said in the videos, I have a full-time day job which keeps me busy. So turning out one video a week has been quite a challenge. Takes a long time to edit a video, particularly when you're learning how to do it. So I want to try and continue doing that in 2026, but I don't think it's going to be one a week. I think it's probably going to be more like once a fortnight at most, with maybe some shorts and bits and pieces in between to try and keep that, you know, YouTube just wants content. It's just a big animal that you have to keep feeding the whole time. And I'm conscious that, like, even this video, which is not about motorcycling, although it kind of is, this could upset the algorithm, because the algorithm is trying to learn who my audience is and what my content is about, so that it can pick the right people to send it to. So if I do 15 videos about motorcycling and then all of a sudden throw in about horse riding, the algorithm's going to shit itself and go, I don't know who you are or what your audience is, and it'll just fail. So going back to what I said about getting sucked into the YouTube lifestyle, you kind of have to just ignore that stuff and do what you want to do what you need to do. And this is what I want and need to do. All right, whew, blimey. Bit warm in front of this fire, so we've gone down to shirt sleeve order now. So yeah, that's the update really. It's been a really cool thing, and I've loved doing it, and I'm going to carry on doing it. I'm just going to keep carrying on. no matter what, I'm just going to keep putting videos out and see what happens and let it take me wherever it will, in amongst everything else. But there's one more thing that I wanted to do, well, that I've been coerced into doing before I sign this video off. So, Right Marker Rides, Director of Photography interview, scene 1, take 1. Welcome to my very special guest, Ruby Lillian Atkinson, who is, of course, my daughter. How old are you?
12.
12. Ruby's my QC, quality control, director of photography. She sees everything before it gets put out on the channel, and she gives me a very honest, critical analysis. And do you know what? 12 years old, you're actually quite good at it. What's your favourite bit about the videos?
I like seeing like all the places that you go, and the quacks.
Oh yeah, quacks. Yeah. Ruby's chief in charge of quacks. Sorry about that. Although I'm sure YouTube appreciates it as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, much more to come in 2026. Obviously the Morocco tour is going to be a big one, but there's going to be plenty of other stuff coming out as well. So look, it's a journey. It is warm, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. In front of this, I've already taken a jumper off once. I know, ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, 2026 is going to be good. It's going to be interesting for the channel. I think there's going to be lots of more exciting stuff to come out, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So, as ever, look after each other, ride safe, and I'll see you down the old dirt road. Peace, we out. I'm so hot sat next to this fire in this f***ing jumper, it's ridiculous. Oh, je m'excuse. Learned or learnt? Discuss. I'm completely the wrong guy to put in front of a camera unscripted.
I don't understand.
Siri doesn't even understand. I might leave that in just for s and giggles. I might not. I don't know. Right, hold it there.